Hey, hello everyone. Studio 47 here. First time in a long time. Anyway, I'm back. I'm finally back. A lot of water went over the dam in that time. My God, it's been a while. Uh, we had the hurricane. The hurricane was bad. Gee, no electric for a week. Some people houses destroyed. We had damage, but minor compared to what's others had gone through and are going through. Uh, I didn't even bother with the green screen. I got to get back to normal here. I forgot a lot of things. Where's the software to debut or something? Is the software? I couldn't find the icon. The icons. I got 50 icons on the desktop and on two screens, and I don't even know where that thing went. I had trouble with icons or something one time, and in a folder where I had everything in a folder, that's gone. I don't even know where that went. I have to put everything back together and start like from scratch, and I'm forgetful. So the screen, I'm not bothering with that today, just to get one again. What's the subject? What are we going to do for a subject here? There's a number of things that we could do. The bed, the purchase of the farm, the hurricane, taxes, where I wrote a check one time for $52,000 to the Township of Monroe. Outdoor life thing where I got into outdoor life through the back door years ago. And that's a story. And then the warden gave me the thing again the second time, and now I put it somewhere. I don't know where I put it. And an envelope. I had to think about the thing in the Navy, the Hobson, where the carrier Wasp hit the Hobson and sunk it. And I had that in a little bit in a video here already, and pick up the Star Ledger not too long ago, and there it is 60 years ago today, it said that, and the story of it, and I had the paper. Now I put it somewhere, I don't know where I put it. But I think this one, what we're going to do is the operation. So let's get started about the heart operation. I was getting older and getting out of breath a little bit and everything and all, and I was doctoring in Philadelphia, in Princeton, and finally about the heart, and finally I got in bed and I'm in bed and I'm out of breath. So I go to the doctor and I tell him I'm laying in bed and I'm out of breath. So not out of breath, but it's something wrong. So finally said, it's time for the operation. Time for the operation. Split you open and do the job. It's a scary situation. So I'm gonna have it done. Philadelphia, setting up the whole thing. Gonna cut you and take that method. Well, my son Mark was going into New York bicycle riding on occasion and everything, and he met this lady who worked for this Pioneer, and this is going back 9 years ago. Pioneer for doing this minimal invasive surgery. They cut you on the opposite side and just go into the heart and do the job. 5-6 hour operation. So she says, send me, I think it was 3 emails, a little bit, the communication, and why don't you make an appointment, come into New York and talk to this man. And so that's what we did. We're in New York on a Wednesday, and we took my records with me and everything. And the fella before me, in front of me, talking to the doctor, the doctor set things up on Wednesdays. So he's in there for almost an hour, and we're waiting, and that don't mean nothing. And finally I get to go in. My wife and I, we go in. And here's the conversation. Have you looked at my records? Yes, I have. Do I have to have it done? Yes, you do. Who's going to do it? I'm going to do it, he says. I said, let's do it. So within 2 more minutes, we're out to the desk. The receptionist set him up for Monday, the 13th of June. Is that okay with you? The 13th. I says, yes. The 13th's okay with me. So you'll have to sleep across the street. We need you here 6 o'clock in the morning. So we sleep across the street. So we go in on Sunday and we're ready to go. Monday morning, 6 o'clock, we're at the hospital. Well, nothing happened. 10 o'clock. Something's wrong. Whatever it is more important to me. You know, I think it was something to do with a baby. So, no problem. Finally, they bring me a TV. TV. And that my wife, a couple of my children, they're there all day. We're waiting. Finally, about 4:30, the anesthesiologist comes out and he says, we're going to be going in a couple of minutes. So I told everyone, go home. I think the operation's 5 or 6 hours. And well, go on home. You've been here all day. Another 5 or 6 hours. That's it. Go home. And they go home. They wheel me in. Strap you down. Wheel you into the operating room. Cold. You're strapped down. You can't move. Nothing. At the foot of the bed, there's the anesthesiologist, and he says, okay, let's get things going. And from behind me, a voice, a strange voice, says to me, I'm Dr. So-and-so. And I says, where's Dr. So-and-so? And I said it again, where's Dr. So-and-so? And the third time I said it, I'm out. I'm gone. That's the way it works, I guess. And if you died on the operating table or whatever, they just bury you. No problem. Nobody will know. It's over. But anyway, I wake up. It's morning. It's daylight now. That was 5 o'clock or so. Now it's daylight. And I said, I'm okay, I'm alive, and everything, but I was sick. Oh, geez, I had water, I'd retained water. I peed, I think it was 18 pounds worth of weight. The person, the nurse says, what's going on here? Man, oh man. And even worse than that, a lady caring for you, I was embarrassed. My God. And what she said to me is, that's okay. You're sick. You're sick. So, and in the mornings, they would come in and in an entourage, like 4 or 5, 6 people maybe. The in one's writing things down. The first one, that must be the chief. He's in a blue smock, a younger man, and tall, and I didn't think of him as a surgeon. He had sneakers on, but I guess he was and everything. And he'd give say what medications for these group in intensive care heart patients, you know. So that goes on for a few days, and then finally get to go to my own room. I had a roommate, Oriental, I call him like a Chinese businessman. And he heard my story, where's Dr. So-and-so, and this and that, during the course of that week and everything. So finally, I'm going to go home. And my doctor comes in. He comes in and this other man, the guy with the sneakers, he's at the foot of the bed, and my doctor comes to the side of the bed. And I thought to myself, I'm going to ask him. And I said, I was looking for you in the operating room. And you know what kind of answer he gave me? Nothing. Silence. He never even answered me. And I looked to the foot of the bed at this man in his sneakers with the blue smock, and we looked eye to eye. Eye to eye. And I said, my God, he's the guy that operated on me, I would presume. And after they left, I'm going home. It's okay, whatever. So the Chinaman says, who was that man who was that at the foot of the bed? And the male nurse says, oh, that's Dr. Crook. Huh, Dr. Crook. And I said, is he capable of doing minimal invasive surgery? And his answer was, oh yes, he's been working on babies and everything. So maybe I was lucky that I got Dr. Crook. He was a younger man and a steadier hand, and Dr. Crook looked like he could cut your head off and sew it back on, and it'd be no problem. He wouldn't even bat an eye. He'd just do it. So I had Dr. Crook. So I'm home for a while, a week or two, and something happened on a Sunday. Something happened. I went out with about the fish there or something, and I had to come back in and lay down. And now on Wednesday, I'm supposed to go in for a checkup. So we go into New York for a checkup. He checks me up, puts me right back in the hospital. I thought I'm going home, just a checkup. No, I'm there. I'm there all week. All week. They're trying to, my heart's out of rhythm and everything, so they're trying to do it. And then in the end, they're going to shock me. It didn't work, and medication and everything. Then, so I would go down and be shocked. And then this matronly, one guy on a wheelchair, he had the hiccups. Steady hiccups, my God. So now I'm in there, I'm going to be shocked. They're going to shock my heart. And a matronly, she was a doctor, middle age or more, older. And she comes out, she had like a club in her hand. And she says, we're going to have to shove this down my throat like. I says, what in the heck? And I can't put you out. But they gave me something. You forget everything. You don't remember nothing. And I says to the lady, when are we going to do it? She says, we did it. We did it. When did we do it? I don't remember shoving that club down my, like a baton. And but they shocked it, and it was good, and I've been good ever since. 7 or 8 years. I got a pig's heart in me, not a pig's heart, a valve, pig's valve. Okay, let's see how that goes. That's the story of the operation. Where's the mouse with that darn thing? Stop it here. Okay.